KNDY.
Good evening and welcome to high school basketball. It is the final Friday here in Kansas. Max Blasky with you this evening on KNDY 95.5. Of course, catch us in the KNDY app and on Sunflower State Radio. We are in the home of the Wildcats on this Friday evening over in Frankfort on this beautiful February night. After some snow earlier on the week, it's melted off. It's a little muddy, but it's a nice night to wrap up basketball. Senior night here in Frankfort as the Wildcats tangle with the Washington County Tigers, a state-ranked team in the Frankfort Lady Wildcats, win our first game, and then closing out the season for both of these teams in regular season action before Sub-State gets started on the 23rd. Once again, Max Blasky with you here tonight. We're going to step away, come back, check in on what else is going along the TVL, get you prepared between these matchups between the Frankfort Wildcats and the Hanover Tigers, live on KNDY.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Cuts, coloring, nails, and tanning. If your style is needing a new lift, check out C Street Styles in Washington. Open Monday through Saturday by appointment. Let Valerie work with you to create your new style. Now offering even more. Finish your day with a massage. Wildflower Massage at C Street Style is now booking. Offering a wide range of massage services, the girls have just what you need to relax from a busy schedule. Check out C Street Styles and Wildflower Massage on Facebook.
You don't ask that much from your propane provider. Just the basics. Competitive pricing, quick delivery, reliable service. And if there's an emergency, the assurance that you won't be left out in the cold. You get all of that from Wanklin Oil. If you're not getting what you want from your current propane dealer, call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Jared, Dennis, or Zach will make the transition easy. It's not a hassle. Wanklin Oil is covering more of Northeast Kansas and can get to you right away. Wanklin Oil, 1-800-794-2019. We've had the energy since 1926.
Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas offers competitive prices on tires with excellent customer service. Located on Highway 15 across from the co-op, Stone Southside Service also offers towing and light mechanical work for your vehicle, including brake jobs. Stone Southside Service also sells Green Mountain grills. These grills feature wood pellets that enhance barbecue flavor. Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas, your source for great prices on tires, light mechanical work for your vehicle, and home of Green Mountain Grills. Give them a call at 785-325-2247.
Max Blasky with you here on the home of the Wildcats, the final Friday of high school basketball here in the state of Kansas. Sub-State will kick off for both of these teams, for the Frankfort Wildcats and Washington Tigers, next Thursday on the 23rd. Coincidentally, both these teams over in the Washington Sub-State, so possibly preview of that. Going to take a look and see what else is going on around the TVL here tonight. Of course, on our sister station, Bruce Dierking with the call as Marysville is down in Chapman. Bulldogs look to finish off the season on a high note. That can be caught on KNDY 94.1 and AM 1570. Of course, this weekend we'll have KU and K-State basketball. KU basketball tips off against Baylor at 3 o'clock. Pregame will start at 2:30 right here on 95.5 and on our sister station, AM 1570, 94.1. The Cats. Time change on this one. It was, I believe, a 3 o'clock tip. Now it is supposed to be a 1 o'clock tip. Pregame will tip off at noon there. Elsewhere around the TVL here tonight, Valley Heights Mustangs are over at Onega. Axtell has hosting Blue Valley tonight in a top boys state-ranked matchup in that one. Donovan West has traveled out to Lynn. Troy is hosting Hanover, and Centralia is over at Clifton Klein this evening. Of course, in this contest, first with the girls, the Wildcats of Frankfort come in with a 15-3 record, state-ranked number 6. Washington Lady Tigers 9-10 on the season, coming off a loss at Hanover. Before that, had won 3 in a row, so looking to get a momentum pushing win here late in the season before Sub-State kicks off for both of these teams. And, of course, the final night for both of these teams as well. That means it's senior night here in Frankfort. We're going to preview those seniors as we come back here. Pregame action for the Wildcats versus the Tigers live here on KNDY 95.5.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Don't have time to stop by a bank to open an account? No problem. With United Bank and Trust, we make it easy by bringing our bank to you. Whether you're at home, at work, or anywhere you have access to a computer, simply go to ubankonline.com and click on the Open an Account icon. Save time by opening an account online with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
Back here in Frankfort, senior night, Max Blasky joining me with you, I guess, however you want to look at it. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Final broadcast for us of the regular season. Sub-State will start off next Tuesday. Not sure what our schedule looks like that, but it's been a fun high school basketball season here in the TVO. We're going to cap it off with two competitive teams versus Frankfort and Washington. Of course, it is Parents' Night here in Frankfort. A low number of seniors this year. Two on the girls' side, or one on the girls' side, two on the boys' side here. Devin Hemricks and Xander Hall, both seniors on this squad. So we'll be starting here tonight on the boys' side as well. Little halftime presentation, too, for that, too. On the girls' side, Karen Parthamer, lone senior on this Frankfort Wildcats squad. So, of course, she will get the start tonight, too. Later on here in just a little bit. Going to preview both of those teams before we get started. Looking at league standings out of the tournament real quick for the TVL in girls. Frankfort sets at 10-1. That lone loss came at undefeated and, of course, state-ranked Hanover back on the 6th of January. So they are 10-1 in league, 15-3 overall. One of those three losses, though, did come at the hands of this Washington County Tigers team in the TVL tournament. A first-round upset. Wildcats are, I believe, the 3 seed in that tournament, faced up against the number 10 seeded Washington Tigers. Frankfort defeated Washington in that game 52-41. Of course, the Wildcats were without junior Sydney Watt in that contest, so she is back and healthy as the squad gets ready for another sub-state run for the Wildcats. Washington County Tiger side, they come in 5-7 in the league, 9-10 overall. Like I talked about, coming off a loss last time out at Hanover, but before that, 3 consecutive wins and 4 of their last 2 as they got wins over Troy, Wetmore, Blue Valley, and Axel, fell to Lynn and Hanover. So 9-10 on the season, 5-7 overall. Offensively, Washington County Lady Tigers averaging 41 points per game, allowing 44. And for Frankfort, they are scoring 51 points per game while allowing 32 in this contest. Of course, like I mentioned moments ago, this is a rematch of the first-round TVL tournament, one in which these Washington County Tigers upset the Wildcats in first-round action, 50-41. Followed that up, Frankfort dropped their next one to Centralia, 40-32. So 2 losses for this Frankfort squad that is ranked number 6 in 1A Division I rankings. 2 losses there came in back-to-back nights in the tournament. Finishing off the season strong, though, for the Wildcats. They are winners of their last 7. Pre-game festivities are over. Teams are in the huddle. Looks like we're about ready to get started. We're going to go ahead and dive on into the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Washington County Tigers, of course, they come in with a record of 9-10, 5-7 overall. They will start number 1, Bree Boykin, a 5'6" senior. Number 2, Jessie Hoover, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 12, Allie Boykin, a 5'5" senior. Number 13, Addison Geikel, a 5'7" sophomore. And number 15, Ella Dezine, a 5'6" junior. The Washington County Tigers are head coached by Scott Romiser. Tigers will go again. Boykin, Hoover, Boykin, Gakel, and DeZine. Same starting lineups we've seen the last couple times out. Had a chance to watch this Washington County squad last Friday over in Axel, able to get a 10-point win there against the Eagles. Played good in that one. About gave up a big lead there in the second half, so look for consistency from this Washington County team as they are going to be tested by state-ranked Frankfort here tonight. Starting lineups for the Wildcats. First off, get my script here. Number 1, Sydney Wamp, a 5'11 junior. Number 11, Breeley Everett, a 5'8 sophomore. Number 12, Emma Hardwick, a 5'6 junior. Number 21, Karen Parthimer, a 5'7 senior. And number 22, Hattie Gross, a 5'9 junior. They are, of course, head coached by Brian Eppert. And the Wildcats, once again, will go. Wamp, Eppert, Hardwick, Parthimer, and Gross. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. Come back here after this one as the Wildcats host the Tigers in this final Friday matchup of high school basketball live on KNDY.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
And underway here in Frankfort, a quick national anthem, but one nonetheless. First tip was won by Washington. They went over and turned it over. Miscommunication there. Got a little blood going on the court, a little bloody nose here setting in front of us. Frankfort first possession, trying to get a timeout. Got a bloody nose going here. That's going to be Addison Gakel. Took a little shot there on the other end. She was the one that had the little miscommunication coming off here, but good notice there by Coach Romiser. Get it stopped, get off the court. Doesn't look like there's any on the floor. So first substitution is going to come our way. Sarah Portnier, the 5'6 senior, is going to get some action early on as we get a little bloody nose taken care of. And it actually looks like we do have a little on the court. So we're going to step aside as they get this cleaned up. First quarter action just getting underway. High school basketball, Wildcats versus the Tigers here on KNDY.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
State purpose of visit.
Well, looks like the old tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
No, I want to check insurance rates.
Sale located. Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
Max Blasky back with you here in Frankfort as we get the blood taken care of. Wildcats are off and running. First three of the contest from the short corner was up by senior Taryn Parthimer. Good setup there for the senior. Couldn't quite get that one to go. First move, they're going to try to go inside the Wamp. Good defense there by the Tigers as they sink down. Combination of Hoover and DeZine on that one, causing the out of bounds. Underneath their own basket is going to be Breeley Efforts. Quick trigger all the way over to half court. Wamp, it's going to go off her hands, taken by Boykin. Boykin left hand layup, up and good. Bree Boykin, the senior, taking advantage on that one. Missed two long of a pass, on that one. Took it down 4-2. First two now for the Tigers as they're leading first quarter action here early on in the corner. Parthmer has trouble with it, gets it off to Hardwick in the top of the key. Second three for Parthmer is off, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Hoover. Second possession now for the Wildcats. Frankfort's going to come out in a 1-3-1. Washington's going to put 4 guards around the corner. A little short corner shot's going to be up and no good from Allie Boykin. Offensive rebound's going to be taken down by Bree. She's going to get a shot up from the free throw line. That's going to be no good, short again. And so empty possession as well will come the Wildcats. Wildcats in their home whites, red numerals and a red kind of tiger stripe down the side. Of course, Washington in their away blacks, red numerals. There's a pass inside, tipped away. Good job there by Fortinier as she forces the turnover. Now Hoover's going to run point for the Tigers. Extended 1-3-1 zone now for the Wildcats as they look to get out and run a little bit. Try and force Washington into some turnovers. A team that has been prone to that somewhat on the season, but playing good ball as of late, like mentioned. Had won 4 of their last 6, and there's a 3 ball from Jessie Hoover as she's going to get the scoring going for herself from behind the arc. Tigers lead 5-0 early on, 5:30 left to play first quarter. 3 ball answer on the way from Hardwick. That's going to be hard off the rim. No dice. Offensive rebound, though. Good job pulled down by Gross. It's going to be tipped around in the corner and stay with Frankfort. First substitution now for the Wildcats. Ashlyn Dollinghouse and Tana Stowell will check into the ball game. Out will come Parthmer and Gross, and Coach Romiser wants a timeout. We're actually going to just keep it right here. It's only a 30 seconds, so kind of a choppy first quarter we got going. Second possession for the Wildcats. There's a bloody nose on the part of Addison Gakel from the Tigers, but that got taken care of. A little bit on the court, kind of a slow start back and forth. Frankfort now 2 early turnovers, and Washington has jumped out to an early 5-0 lead. This first quarter action, though, getting ready on this final Friday of high school basketball here in the state of Kansas. Talked about it, covered this Washington County team last Friday up in Axtell, a 67-47 win in that one. Brianna Boykin led the way in that contest with 19 points. Jessie Hoover, who already had his early 3, had 12 in that one, 3 threes on the night. So she can get going. It can get hot. Washington's going to stay in a 2-3 zone. They're going to try and pack the middle. Down along the baseline will go Dollinghouse. Tries to get it inside towards Gross. She's going to eventually get it back in the corners. Dollinghouse for 3. Answers back that one. Off the bench, Ashlyn Dollinghouse, the freshman, canning the first bucket now for the Wildcats, and they cut this lead down to 5-3. Get a chance to talk to Brian Eppert every week, of course, on our Coach's Corner. Frank's Wildcats Coach's Corner is every Thursday, just about 5:20 in the afternoon. He talked about how deep this is and goes to show you there. Off the bench, freshman hitting a 3. There's a 3, tried to answer back on the other end by Boykin. She's going to hit nothing but the board, and answering back, Dollinghouse will run point. Swings it over here. Gross goes down in the corner, cut off nicely, kicks out to Hardwick. Now back up top, Stowell. 2 posts, high post, low post. They're going to try and work it inside. They finally will. Sydney Watt's going to be fouled. That's going to be a foul down low. Washington's first personal fouls go against Gakel, so the sophomore picks up the first now for Washington. First foul of the game, too. Nice little inbounds pass right inside to Gross. She's going to hit the nice little turnaround spinner from the left block. A good play design off the inbound underneath their own basket. An easy 2 there for Frankfort. Back the other way, Wildcats work it around. This 1-3-1, they're wanting to extend it out a little bit. 2 in the corner, 2 up top. Post player is going to be Gakel. They work it into the corner, into the hands of Fortinier. Now bounce out, stops Boykin. Boykin's going to try and drive left. That's Bree. Gets into the lane. Nice little stop pop. Gets it off to Gakel. She's going to be short on the shot. Rebound pulled down by Hardwick. Quick pass all the way up. Junior gets it up to Gross. Gross is going to push left side. Now kick out, swinging around the top of the horn. We're going to get a 3 from the left side from Stowell. That's going to be off. No good. Then offensive rebound pulled down Wildcats. Second possession, they're going to go inside to Wap. She had some trouble handling that one. Good defense, but she's going to get the turnover back the other side and fouled is Sydney Wap. Took it away from the hands of Ella DeZine, who's going to pick up that personal foul. DeZine did a good job of controlling the rebound, but Wap just staying on it on that one. Nice hustle will be rewarded now with 2 free throws. First free throw is going to go up and down for the junior. Substitution to check in will be for the shooters. This team on the season, Frankfort shooting 51% on the season. So if there's one place that they might have a little stretch, it is right there. Watt's going to check out. Alexis Dollinghouse now into the game, the 5'9 junior. Seven to 5 is our score. 3:20 left to play, first quarter. Now the Wildcats go into a little bit of a man. There's a first turnover there on the possession. Hoover loses it off her left hand. Coming quickly the other way will be Dollinghouse. Dollinghouse back up top to Hardwick. Now Dollinghouse back in the corner. Three's going to be long. Air ball actually fought for it down low. It's going to be a jump ball, a bevy of Wildcats and Tigers down there fighting for it. It's going to stay now with Frankfort. Underneath their own basket, Hardwick will be the trigger lady. Inside, she goes to Gross. She's going to be fouled, and Hattie Gross will now have a chance to go to the line. Talking to both these coaches this week, of course, got a chance to visit with Scott Romiser. Washington County Coach's Corner is on Fridays about 5:20. He talked about the resiliency of this team throughout the season. Gross is going to go miss the first one. Substitution for the Tigers as Portneers back in, and out will come DeZine. But talked about the resilience of his girls this season. It's kind of been an up and down. It's lost the stretch there of 5 at one point in the season, but have come back to win 4 of their last 6 here. And, of course, setting in a sub-state bracket with these Frankfort Wildcats. So what could a win here do for the Tigers? We'll have to wait and see. But right now, Frankfort leading by 3, first quarter action. Foul's going to go inside. They're going to be trying to get it to Gakel, who's back after that bloody nose. Foul's going to go on Ashlyn Dollinghouse. Freshman picks up her first personal to go along with 1 triple now on the evening. Trigger man underneath her own basket will be Hoover. Straight for across. There's a bounce pass. Miscommunication. It runs up in the hand of the Wildcats. Now Hardwick's going to push. Hardwick all the way to the left-hand side of the lane. There's going to be a lot of contact. She's going to be fouled. And now Frankfort moving back towards the line. Already early on in this contest, Wildcats with 4 trips to the line. We've only played about 6 minutes of action here. That foul is going to go against Addison Gakel, so she's going to pick up her second. Hardwick can't get her first to fall. Substitution for Gakel is going to check out. Back in will be Ella DeZine. So just a little tough luck there so far with the sophomore tonight. A little bloody nose to start the game. Now 2 fouls likely set the rest of the half. Second free throw is going to be missed by Hardwick. Talk about the team shooting 50%. They're right on that mark so far here tonight. 3 for 6. Down along the baseline goes Boykin. Nice little right-handed layup. It's going to be up and no good. Out of there comes Stowell. Stowell's going to push right side. She's got a 3-on-4. Stops at the 3-point lane. Kicks it out now towards Dollinghouse. Thought about a 3, but it's going to find Stowell top the key again. As they work a little two-lady action. Hannah Stowell, the junior, hitting a triple there on that one, pushing this lead up to 6 now for the Wildcats. Let's see if Washington has an answer, and then Frankfort back to a 2-3. They're straight man-to-man here. Little motion action, 3-ball answer, Bree Boykin. That's going to be no good. Offensive rebound. Good job pulled down by Sarah Portenier. Back out, they're going to try and run a little 2-man with Boykin. Smartly gets him off to Hoover on the right baseline. Hoover, tough turnaround jump shot is up and down. Jesse Hoover with a lot of body on that one. Gets that one to go. Back come, though, the Wildcats. Hardwick top of the key, kicks it into the corner to Dollinghouse. Trying to still get it to the high post. Somehow gets it into the hands of Gross. Absolutely girls all over her. No foul's going to be called. Now we're going to run a 3-man here in the corner. Hardwick's going to get to the 3-point line. Try Stowell in the corner 3. Not on that one. Not quite from the left corner. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Hoover. Pushing it the other way. 1:18 left. Back to Hoover. All the way down to the left side lane. Too strong off the layup, though. But we're going to have a foul down low on Frankfort, I believe, on the rebound. Back and forth action in this first quarter as we run it. Substitutions for both teams. Kristen Tholstrup first check into the game. Bree Boykin's going to take a seat on the bench. Out will come Dollinghouse. Back into the game will be Hardwick. Trigger man underneath their own basket, Hoover, and that's going to be a 5-second call. Doesn't see very many of those, but a turnover there for Washington. It'll give it back now to the white and red of Frankfort. Hardwick will run point here. In the Hardwick, the point guard for the Wildcats on the season, 70 assists. A very good point guard, very good defensive point guard, too. Yeah, I got a chance to watch this Frankfort team play here yet this year. They're a good team. Having trouble, though, here offensively as Washington is really getting into their grill defensively. They're going to try and get it inside to Gross, but they just can't. They're outside Hardwick. Going to try and dribble drive against Boykin, but good cutoff there. Hardwick's going to try a three from the left side. That's going to be short off the front of the rim. No dice. Fighting for it. And Jessie Hoover with another physical pull-down rebound there. She's going to run point. Just rolled under the 30-second mark here. First quarter action. 11-7 is our score. Washington with the ball trailing here. Fortnier from the short corner. That's going to hit the front of the rim. Barely roll off. Rebound pulled down by Dollinghouse. Hardwick now with 15. Comes across the timeline. Will set it up. Swings it here near corner to Gross. Gross pulls him back out, now 10. Into the corner, it's going to go Hardwick. A little two-man action. Here we go with 8. Gross is going to try and get to the free throw line. She does. Now Hardwick. Top of the key. Someone's going to have to shoot it. Hardwick will put it up straight on. Almost banked it in, but didn't. Offensive rebound pulled down by Stowell, but too late as Wildcats take an 11-7 lead into this first quarter break. You're listening to high school basketball here on KNDY.
JD Construction wants to make your dream home a reality. Whether you want to build a custom home, remodel your current home, or add a new deck or patio, JD Construction can handle all your residential construction needs. They are also experts when it comes to agriculture and residential buildings. For small or large projects, consider a custom building from JD Construction. They'll give you high-quality work while staying on schedule and budget. Contact Jared Smith at 785-353-2312. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
When you're buying tires, go with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Locally owned, M&M Tire offers minor service work. They offer major brands of tires. They offer service after the sale. And that's what you can rely on with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Call them at 325-2207 for an appointment today. For your tire needs, call them M&M Tire in Washington.
Max Blasky back with you here in Frankfort. Final Friday night of high school basketball in the state of Kansas. 11-7 is our score. Wildcats leading this one early. Balanced scoring attack. 2 triples hit off the bench by junior Tana Stowell and Ashley Dollinghouse have got Frankfort to this lead. There's going to be a turnover by Washington, and that has been a struggle. 3 turnovers there in that first quarter. 2 of them were just kind of mischaracteristic mental mistakes on that one, but Frankfort has taken advantage. Working against this 2-3 zone, trying to get it inside. Nice passing. Hardwick up to Parthimer. Gets the 2 there to go as the senior, Karen Parthimer, on senior night, gets a deuce to go for herself. Left side, it's going to swing Washington. Hoover into the lane. A lot of contact again. Is going to force up a shot. Rebound pulled down by Boykin. Inside, Bree Boykin with her second bucket here of the evening, and she's got 4 points in this contest. Physical play, too, here in the TVL on this last night of basketball. Inside, Frankfurt's going to go to Wap. Wap down the right side lane is going to get up and good. Sydney Wap already with 4 points on this contest. Coach Brian Epper talked to me earlier this week on the pregame show about getting her back into the starting lineup, how much of a change she has meant. Thought about a 3 there by Gakel, just stuck it in her face, taken away by Frankfort. Hardwick's going to have it top the key now, gets it off to Wap. Frankfort moves now into a 3-2 defense versus the 2-3 that they had been running. Still trying to get it, though, inside is the Wildcats. High post to low post. Blocked from behind. Hardwick's going to end up back with an athletic play by Jessie Hoover, as she has been all over these spots tonight. Into the corner, it's going to go Parthimer, now up top to Eppert. Back inside to Parthimer. Turnover there as Wap just turns around and throws it to the middle. Good defensive stop there by the Tigers. Let's see if they can get a score. 15-9. They're going to go inside to Gakel. Gakel can't get the little short elbow shot to go. A lot of contact, too, on that one from the opposite side of the court. We're going to let it play. Frankfort back offensively. Just rolled under 6 minutes left to play before halftime here. Second quarter action. Nice pass from Watt inside to Gross. She can't get that one to fall down as she was about halfway under the basket. Missed shot there, and once again a rebound pulled down by Jesse Hoover. Has been everywhere tonight. Has the sophomore for the Tigers, 5 points, and not keeping track of rebounds. But boy, if we did, she'd be all over it here tonight. Boykin's going to try and force her line baseline. She's going to be stopped, cut off, kicks it out to Hoover, right wing. She gets into the lane. Shot's going to be up, no good. Offensive rebound's going to be tipped out by Gakel, and it's going to, I believe, stay with the Tigers. Substitution now as Colstrup checks back into the ball game. Boykin is out for that one. Inside, it's going to go there to Gakel. Gakel playing with the 2 early fouls. Inside, Hoover's going to be triple teamed down on the right block. It's going to be a jump ball call now and back to Frankfort. Washington goes empty on another possession there. Frankfort will look to extend this one out as they milk a 15-9 lead. Into the corner it comes Dollinghouse. She goes right inside to Wop. Wop looking for a foul on that one, but they're letting some physical stuff go here tonight, and I agree. It's TVL ball. It's late in the season. It's going to be a fun one. Turnover again there by the Wildcats as a errant pass at the feet of Gakel's. Going to send it over back towards Frankfort. Scrum there at the free throw line. Jump ball's going to be the call. As now back over to Washington we go. Substitution as Courtney checks back out. Back into the lineup, Allie Boykin. So far early on, 15-9 is our score. Washington looking for a third scoring option here tonight. Only 2 girls have gone in the scoring column so far. Bree Boykin, Jesse Hoover, 3 ball on the way from Gakel trying to get in herself. She can't get that one to fall from the top of the key. Watt brings it up the other way. Left wing, that's going to be the junior, now gets it off to Hardwick, top of the key. We'll run the point, 4:15 left to play. Second quarter action, 15-9 is our score. Effort has it right side as we're going to get a timeout by Frankfort. We'll take it with them. 4:09 left to play, second quarter action.
Stay connected, stay informed. Get the Frankfort community's top stories every week. Frankfort Area News is a small-town community newspaper dedicated to their advertisers, subscribers, and community. The Frankfort Area News was established in 1991 and is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love receiving news from their readers. If you have an engagement, wedding, birth, family reunion, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News at 292-4726.
Max Blasky back with you here in Frankfort. Washington County Tigers trying to get back on a winning streak before sub-state action starts on the 23rd. Fell last Tuesday, 59-25. On the opposite end, Frankfort has won their last 7, won Tuesday, 38-20 versus Onega. So they've got a little momentum. Washington trying to find it, and that's not going to be helpful on their end. Hoover's going to get a foul down low inside. Jesse Hoover's going to pick up her first personal. Now that's 14 fouls for Washington. Talked about it just before break. Only 2 girls have scored so far for the Tigers. As thinking that free throw is Sydney Watt. On the opposite end, Frankfort has had 5. 6 points off the bench combined between Dollinghouse and Stowell, as Watt goes 2 for 2 from the line. She's now 4 for 4 with a bucket herself. So 6 points early on for the junior Sydney Watt. Top of the key, Hoover has trouble with it. Body's flying on the floor. Gross is going to get on the ground. Hardwick comes away with it. Up court to Watt. Right-handed layup. Up and down. This Frankfort team all over here tonight defensively as forcing that turnover. Hattie Gross at the top of this zone is causing problems for the Tigers. Frankfort now opens up a 10-point advantage here midway through the second quarter. Right wing, DeZine trying to get it inside to Portnier. She can't do it. Cross-court pass is going to be stolen away by Hardwick. Hardwick calmly brings it now across the timeline as she slows down the tempo here. Right to Gross at the free throw line. She's going to kick it out to Effort, who's on about a three, but gets into the lane. That's going to be close to travel. Keeps those feet down. Gross gets from about 7 feet away. Nice little jumper from the left side. Hattie Gross now with 5 points in this contest. It is 21-9. Inside, it's going to go to Gakel. She's going to get a nice little turnaround shot to go there. I had to correct some of my own officiating scoring sheet there, but finally Washington gets someone else in the scoring sheet. Addison Gakel gets her first bucket to go. 21-11 is our score, as that is the second score now for Washington in this second quarter. Defense has been tough for the Wildcats. Hardwick's going to get into the lane. There's going to be a foul. Is just reaching over the top will be Gakel, and that's going to be number 3. So Addison Gakel, the sophomore, who just got a bucket, picks up her third foul here with 2:18 left to play. First quarter will send Emma Hardwick to the line. First free throw is going to be off. No good. 0 for 3 now for Hardwick on the line. Portnear will check Gakel. Gakel's had a rough night about it. If you hadn't caught us from the beginning, bloody nose on the second possession, had to take his seat, then 2 early fouls, finally getting some playing time here, but that third's going to put her to the bench. Second free throw is going to be up and no good again, as Hardwick is 0 for 4 from the line. Washington comes away with it. Hoover on the other end on a quick transition bucket. It's going to get no short from the left side. Portnear's going to get the ball on a little dive. They're going to want a timeout, but it's going to be a jump ball back towards Frankfort. So just a messy possession there for the Tigers, as they had an opportunity on that one to put 2 on the board, but they're going to go empty once again on an unfortunate jump ball situation that does not go the way of the Tigers. Same 3-2 defense. We've seen this mainly second quarter. 3 ball on the way from Dollinghouse is going to be no good from the right ring. Nice rebound there, but that's kicked it off there. Good defensive possession by Dollinghouse, getting back on that one. It was going to be a pretty pass from Boykin all the way to Hoover, who was streaking down the lane, but it was no 2B. On the other end, Watson to put up a shot. Gross is going to get that one to go, as she's won another foul. Not going to get it, but Hattie Gross now with back-to-back buckets for the Wildcats extends this one up 23-11, second quarter action. Straight-up man defense. Hardwick is trailing Hoover, who is Washington County's probably best offensive threat in this contest. Sky ball 3 from the left side is going to be no good from Boykin. She's going to try and chase down her own offensive rebound. Had it for a split second, but who else is on the floor but Hattie Gross, and Frankfort comes away with it. We're going to push up this 12-point lead. 1 minute left to play, first quarter action. Gross into Wop, no good. Frankfort was wanting a foul on that one. A lot of contact, no dice. Washington the other way. Top the key. Hoover's going to be hounded again by Hardwick. Gets it inside to Boykin, opposite side Portnear. She can't get the little 7-footer to go now, and Frankfort comes the other way. Quick little check at the clock as Hardwick slows it down. Here it is, left side, Hardwick for 3. That one's going to smack. Emma Hardwick with her first triple of the afternoon. Now she pushes this one up 26-11. Washington offensively needing to get an answer before we go into halftime. 3 ball on the way from Boykin, no good. Fighting for the opposite-sided rebound is going to be Hoover, but Hardwick comes away with it. Cool-looking junior is going to run point. Second 3 on the way from the left side. No good off the rim. Hoover pulls down the board 7 seconds. She's going to get it quickly upside to Bree Boykin. Boykin on the right side. A lot of contact. Going to have to put it up. Hoover does from the right side. No dice. And Frankfort Wildcats take a 26-11 lead into halftime. You're listening to high school basketball action here on KNDY.
Experience the best in customer service when you call the Dragiston Insurance Agency for a Buckeye Insurance Group farm insurance quote. Justin Dragiston of the Dragiston Insurance Agency can provide insurance coverage to meet your farm needs. Protect the financial future of your farm by calling the Dragiston Insurance Agency at 785-325-2263. Buckeye Insurance Group and the Dragiston Insurance Agency, together we're insuring the heartland.
How about a great job that you can rely on with a stable company offering great benefits? Be a part of a diversified company manufacturing essential products, trailers, tillage equipment, and forklifts. Landall is hiring for assemblers, welders, and painters at the Marysville, Waterville, and Beloit locations. Again, offering stable employment, excellent wages and benefit package, and growth opportunities. $500 to $1,000 hiring bonus. Apply online today at landall.com or phone 562-5381 to learn more.
Everyone deserves a beautiful home. Duzine Enterprises can give you that. With an interior designer on staff, you'll be able to choose flooring and furnishings that coordinate gorgeously with your lifestyle and personal style. Choose from a modern selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate flooring, and tile, all put in by our certified installers. Get your beautiful home today. Call Duzine Enterprises in Washington.
3, 2, 1.
Did the new year bring new devices in your home? You might want to increase your internet speed. If you up your speed this month, you get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months to kick off 2023. New Blue Valley Internet customers also get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months. Visit bluevalley.net/2023.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Max Blasky back with you here in Frankfort. Band getting us ready for the boys contest. Halftime of the girls. Frankfort Wildcats leading 26-11 in this one. Looking at scoring, it was few and far between for the Tigers. 7 points in that first quarter, only 4 in the second. Lead the way, Jesse Hoover. 5 points all in the first. 4 points for Bree Boykin, and Addison Gake will put in 2 as well. For the Wildcats, balanced scoring attack off the bench. Ashley Dollenhouse and Hannah Stowell started off the show with 3 balls in that first quarter, 3 apiece there for the freshman and junior respectively. Leading the way was Hattie Gross as Frankfort looks to get it inside to her and Sydney Watt. Gross at 9, Watt had 6. Watt 4 for 4 from the free throw line too as well. 3 points for Emma Hardwick, a big important 3 there that gave Frankfort momentum halfway through the second quarter. 2.2 for Karen Marzimer. Frankfort so far on the season, 50% from the free throw line, right on that mark here tonight. At halftime of the girls' game, 26-11 is our score. We'll come back with a look around the league as well as a preview of the boys' matchup. You're listening to high school basketball here on KNDY.
Let Dr. Phil Benz of the Animal Health Center in Washington keep your pets and herds healthy and thriving. They offer services such as vaccination, surgery, grooming, and boarding. The doctors also understand your herd is your livelihood. Call them for a herd health consultation to assist with nutrition and pasture management, vaccination and deworming protocols, reproductive strategies, and more. And don't forget your hard-working horses. The Animal Health Center has specific services for them as well. Animal Health Services in Washington, open Monday through Saturday. Call for an appointment today.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
F&B Washington is truly a community-minded bank. Whether providing a community room for public use, participating in local activities, or supporting our local schools, F&B Washington is glad to help wherever they are needed. An active member of the community since 1883. Businesses and families have turned to an institution they know and trust. F&B Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC. Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
back here in Frankfort as the band behind me gets us ready for the boys contest. Looking at that one, it'll be a nice even match. Records don't necessarily sneak out to you, but the competition of both of these teams do. Got a chance to watch both of these here the last couple weeks. It's going to be an exciting one. Washington County boys will come in with a record of 5-14, while Frankfort only comes in at 2-16, but a very competitive team under head coach Ben Steinlage. Of course, Bobby Smith doing a great job with Washington, too, as well. Both of these teams are in the same sub-state. Yes, that is Washington sub-state. Sub-state basketball season is here and upon us. Last Friday night for high school basketball in the state of Kansas. So that means sub-state kicks off next Thursday, the 23rd. For this Washington sub-state, it will include teams like Clifton Clyde, Lakeside, Rock Hills, Osborne, Blue Valley, and, of course, the two teams we have matched up here in front of us tonight, the Washington County Tigers and the Frankfort Wildcats. We're going to take another timeout, show what's going on around the league, see if I have any scores updates for you. But at half, the Frankfort Lady Wildcats leading the Washington County Lady Tigers 26-11 here in Frankfort. You're listening to high school basketball on KNDY.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Cuts, coloring, nails, and tanning. If your style is needing a new lift, check out C Street Styles in Washington. Open Monday through Saturday by appointment. Let Valerie work with you to create your new style. Now offering even more. Finish your day with a massage. Wildflower Massage at C Street Style is now booking. Offering a wide range of massage services, the girls have just what you need to relax from a busy schedule. Check out C Street Styles and Wildflower Massage on Facebook.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Blasky with you back here in Frankfort. 26-11 is our halftime score. Looking out what else is going on around the TVL tonight. Valley Heights is over at Onega. Blue Valley is at Axel. Donovan West at Lynn. Clifton Clyde playing host to Centralia. And Hanover is over at Troy. Only score updates for you here at the end of the first quarter. Donovan West and Lynn is tied at 11. A great matchup going on over there. And, of course, a big shout-out to our friend at the TVL Sports Spotlight, Jeff Wertz, and all the work he does keeping us updated on the scores and stats. Here at halftime, 26-11 is our score for the Frankfort Wildcats and the Washington County Tigers. Of course, this weekend, KNDY is your home for K-State and KU basketball. KU will tip off at 3. That means pregame starts at 2:30 here on 95.5. And K-State will tip at 1 now. That means pregame kicks off at noon on our sister station, KNDY 94.1 and AM 1570. Of course, that's also where you can find Bruce Dierking on the call down at Chapman tonight as the Marysville Bulldogs have traveled down there to take on the Irish. Here in this one, 26-11, our score. Washington trailed only by 4 at half, or at the end of the first quarter. It was 11-7, but Frankfort used a 15-point second quarter there to get out, and the story of that first half continues for the Tigers. A first turnover on the first possession of the second half will give Frankfort an extra possession. Outside, Everett's going to try a 3, and she's going to jam that one. That's going to be Taryn Parthimer, the senior, back out there, of course, on senior night. Got a first 2 to go there in that first half. First triple here of the evening goes down. Washington the other way. It's going to be the ball in the hands of Hoover. Now into the corner, Boykin. That's going to be a 3 ball on the way. That's going to be off the rim. No good. Wap had the rebound. Good job. Second effort. Good effort, though, there by Hoover, who tried to get an extra possession for the Tigers. But leaking out will be effort. She's going to miss the layup. Offensive rebound pulled down by Gross as she continues her effort and intensity into the second half. Frankfurt's going to slow it down a little bit. Wap's going to try a 3 from straight on. That one's going to be off the right side. Hoover pulls down the board. 3-pointers scored for Washington in that first half. Bree Boykin had 4. Jesse Hoover had 5. And Addison Gakel had 2. So looking to get something going offensively. There was a pass. Tried to get it inside to Dezine. She couldn't handle the pass. Frankfort, stepped in front of that one, forced the turnover. Back come the Wildcats. 3 ball on the way, top the key from Parthimer as the senior tries to keep her hot shooting. She's not going to get that one to go. Gross is going to work left short corner, finally pulled out of there now by Boykin. Boykin's going to go 2-on-2 to the right side against Hardwick. She's just going to pass it to the corner right in front of me, out of bounds off of the Tigers. Good idea there. Tried to hit a streaking sister Bree down the left side, but just a little bit behind her on that pass. A turnover, Washington, and Frankfort is going to look to push up this lead, leading 29-11. Here early on, 3 ball on the way again from Parthimer is going to be no good. Shooter's going to keep shooting it from the right side. Washington's going to pull out of there. Addison Gakel pulls down that board. Now Hoover's going to run point. Of course, Gakel with those 3 fouls in that first half couldn't really get into a rhythm. Free throw line shots going to hit every part of the rim for Ella Dezine on that one. The first 2 is going to go down now for the junior as Washington gets something to go here in the second half. Inside, it's going to be Gross. Gross is going to work her way to that low post area. She can't get her first shot to go. She's going to get her second opportunity on the offensive rebound, though. Up she goes, left side, down and good. Hattie Gross is going to continue her hot start now, as she has unofficially 11 in this contest, 9 in that first half. 31-13 is our score. Of course, state-ranked Frankfort, number 6 in Class 1A, Division I, leading Washington County here in this one. Inside, it's going to be Dezine. She's going to get a foul on that one, an opportunity now to go to the line for junior Ella Dezine. Talk about Frankfort being state-ranked. There are 2 other teams state-ranked, too, in the TVL. Of course, Hanover is your other one. I believe the Doniphan West Mustangs, I think I saw 2, were on the other mark. Dezine can't get that one to fall down on her first free throw. But this Frankfort team started off the season 1-7 in a row. Dezine goes 0 for 2 for the line. Won 7 in a row, lost 3 of 4 right before the TVL tournament to Hanover, of course, who was undefeated on the season. And then back-to-back losses to this Washington County team and Centralia. But after that last loss to Centralia, they rattled off another 7 in a row. So a tale of 2 winning streaks for Frankfort here this season so far has got them to 15-3, leading the TVL at 10-1 so far this season. They're not leading, they are trailing Hanover, of course, who is undefeated on the season, 12-0 in league. Frankfort close behind at 10-1. 3 ball on the way from Hoover. She can't get that one to go as Frankfort went empty on their other possession. 31-13 is our score. 4 minutes left to play. Third quarter action. 3 ball on the way from Hattie Gross, so she continues to pour it on now. 14 unofficially for the junior as the triples keep on raining here for the Wildcats. That's now 4 triples here in this game. Trying to answer herself. Back will be Bree Boykin. She can't get that to fall from the left side. One and done as board is pulled down by Womp. Gross from the same spot, left side, thought better of it, kicks it off to Hardwick, top of the key. Now Womp's going to try and work inside the free throw line. She can't get the 11 little 6-footer to go. Now back come the Tigers. Top of the key, that's Boykin, going to run point. She's going to try and go baseline. Inside shot's going to be up and no good from Allie. One and done again as defensive rebound is pulled down by Parthimer. Here in this contest, Washington has got some opportunities at the basket so far in this one, but just some unlucky turnovers in that first quarter really set them back. Watt's going to go to work on that right baseline. She's going to get a 2 to go, and Brian Epper wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. Frankfort leading this one against Washington County 36-13. Stay tuned right here as second half action continues on KNDY.
Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas offers competitive prices on tires with excellent customer service. Located on Highway 15 across from the co-op, Stone Southside Service also offers towing and light mechanical work for your vehicle, including brake jobs. Stone Southside Service also sells Green Mountain grills. These grills feature wood pellets that enhance barbecue flavor. Stone Southside Service in Washington, Kansas, your source for great prices on tires, light mechanical work for your vehicle, and home of Green Mountain Grills. Give them a call at 785-325-2247.
Substitution timeout there by Eppert. She's going to get into the ball game now. Alexis Dollinghouse. Breeley Eppert's going to take a seat. Hannah Stowell back into the contest too, along with Ashlyn Dollinghouse. Inside the lane, it's going to be Hoover. Right side block's going to be too hard off the glass. Offensive rebound's going to hit the floor. That's going to be Hoover and Hardwick going after it. Frankfort finally comes out of there with it. Down along the baseline goes Dollinghouse. She's going to be trapped and turned over. She tried to throw it off the foot there of Karen Parthimer. Dice will be no good, though, as it's going to be a turnover. Frankfort Wildcats have done a good job in this contest of taking care of the ball. Not a very sloppy game either way in terms of fouls either. But Frankfort doing an excellent job in this one in controlling their offense. Parthimer, top of the keys, trying to get to the baseline. She finally does. Gets it off to Dezine now at the elbow. Straight man-to-man D for the Wildcats as this Frankfort crowd gets into it. 1:47, third quarter action here. 36-13 is our score. There's going to be a foul called on the far side of the court. It's going to be on Stowell, so the junior's going to pick up her first. Only second foul here in this second half. I don't think either team got over 3 team fouls in that first either, so smart play by both sides. Hoover's going to try and force her luck right side, going into a lot of contact. Shot's going to be no good. Running are the Wildcats. Down the lane, a little Euro step up and down. Ashlyn Dollinghouse, the freshman, with the athletic move on that one. Hoover tried to cut her off, but just couldn't get there in time, as that foul is going to go against Boykin, who came from the left side, got a hack on her. Dollinghouse can't do the old-fashioned three-point play. We're going to have a jump ball is the call, and it's going to go back towards the Tigers. Substitution now, Boykin in, that's Bree. She's going to check her sister Allie. In now, Eppert's going to check in along with Karen Parthimer. Hardwick now, and Gross will check out. Hattie Gross having herself a nice little contest unofficially so far in this game. 14 points so far for the junior. Of course, it is senior night, too, here in Frankfort, so we're going to have a little bit longer halftime coming up here after this girls' game. Only 3 seniors total for both of these sides, 2 on the boys and 1 for the girls, so won't be too extended there. Portnier with a nice little shot from the short elbow there. Off the bench, Sarah Portnier gets her first bucket to go here with the 1 minute mark in this third quarter. 38-15, they're going to try and go inside the Dolly House, but she's going to be fouled from the backside. I think that is going to be Portnear. So Portnear gets the bucket on one end and picks up the personal foul on the other for the senior. Stack at the free throw line. Eppert's going to be your inbounder. Kicks it into Stowell nicely. Now swings it back to Eppert, right corner. Thought about a three, but we're going to run some offense here. There goes inside. Nice little passing around the horn as Frankfort goes. Finally ends up into the hands of Parthimer at the right side. Eppert's going to step into a three. She can't find the mark to go. Portnear pulls down the board. 40 seconds left to play. Quickly up to Parthimer. Inside, Taryn Parthimer from the left side. Couldn't quite get that one to fall down as the dice won't go on her end. Frankfort back the other way now as Dollinghouse will run point. Goes to Stowell, left side, 23 seconds left. Eppert, right wing again, thought about a three, but now gets into the lane. Cross-court skip to Dollinghouse, now Stowell top the key. No dice there for her, but offensive rebound pulled down by Ashlyn Dollinghouse. Going to give Frankfort another possession. Inside they go to Alexis Dollinghouse. Nice little turnaround jumper is up and down by Karen Parthimer actually on the assist. Shot from half court's going to be no good, and Frankfort takes a 40-15 lead in fourth quarter.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Max Blasky back with you here in Frankfort. 40-15 is our score as Frankfort has controlled this one from the tip. Inside it is going to go. Ella Dezine, though. Nice little shot. That's actually going to be Addison Gakel, who has been hampered with foul trouble so far here tonight. We'll get an opportunity here from the line. Foul's going to go against Dollinghouse. The junior for Frankfort picks up her first. Rainbow free throw is going to be no good there for Gakel. As Washington in this contest now 0-for-3 from the line. Not a lot of free throws either way. Second one's going to be off, no good. Won't even hit rim, so it's going to be Frankfort ball underneath their own possession. Talked about the upset that this Washington County Tigers team had in the TVL tournament. They knocked off this Frankfort team 50-41. That was, of course, without Sydney Wamp in that contest, who, of course, playing here tonight. So a different team that Washington has to deal with, and Frankfort has come out with their foot on the gas, especially from the defensive end. There's a block, though, by Dezine. Parthimer's going to push up court real quickly. Washington now into an offensive set as they swing it left side, Boykin. Boykin trying to get it inside here to Dezine. Dezine kicks it back out now as Washington will run two posts down along the left baseline. Nice pass, but a little bit too hard. Ends up into the hands of Dezine. She's going to be fouled on the shot, and an opportunity now from the line for the junior. Foul for Frankfort's going to go on Ashlyn Dollinghouse. Freshman picks up her second. That's only 2 team fouls, or 14 fouls now, for Hanover. And the woes from the line continue. Dezine 0-for-1 from the stripe on that one. Second one's going to be up just as long, no good. We're going to have a foul down below. That's going to go against Kristen Tholstrup. She's going to pick up her first personal now. As Frankfort defensively has held Washington to 4 points in the last 2 quarters. Washington got 7 points in that first, five from Jesse Hoover and 2 from Bree Boykin. The 2 points apiece only in the second and third have really helped Frankfort jump out to this big 40-15 lead. Down along the baseline, Effort's going to go, but she's going to have a little trouble. Good defense there by Boykin as she kicks it back out top, now signed to Dollinghouse. Washington's going to be in a 2-3 defense as the guards look to get out top. Frankfort's just going to look to run a little bit of clock here. Stowell, Parthimer, Dollinghouse, and Eppert are the 5 out there for Frankfort. For Washington, it's going to be Gakel, Dezine, Tholstrup, Boykin, as there's a lot of contact on that one. We're not going to get a foul call. Bree Boykin's going to come out of that pack with the rebound. 3-ball on the way is going to be no good from Tholstrup, but offensive rebound on the other end as Ella Dezine is going to stay with it on the board, up and down. So an old-fashioned 3-point opportunity now for the junior. Substitution, Tholstrup's going to take a seat here on the bench. Hoover's going to check back in. Substitutions 2 for Frankfort, Gross, Hardwick, and Watt as Dollinghouse, and Stowell take a seat. 5:54 here left to play. 40-17 is our score. Free throw is going to be up and no good from Ella Dezine. Offensive rebound, but pulled down by Dezine. Hoover's going to get her bucket to go up and go. So a 4-point possession actually at the end of that one there for the Tigers. Wop top of the key against this 2-3 defense for the Wildcats. Smartly running clock here. We'll run 4 guards out. Wop will control the middle. Inside it's going to go to Hardwick as she splashed to the top of the line. Turnover is going to be taken away now by Hoover. Hoover thought about pushing it up and a turnover, and she was going to throw that full court pass to Boykin just a little bit too quick on that reaction, as it's going to be a double dribble is the call at half court. So Washington has done a better job here in this fourth quarter and later in the third of controlling their turnovers. That was really the telltale sign in that first and second quarter. Was just out a little bit too fast on that one, and here they've done a good job, but just a little bit too late. There's a near steal by Boykin. She finally gets it up, left-handed layup against Hardwick. It's going to be up and no good. Allie Boykin can't quite get that one to fall, and Effort's going to pull down her board. The other way, Hardwick has it right side, now gets it off the Gross free throw line. Effort left wing, left wide open, but will get into the paint. Thought she was fouled, flips it over towards Hardwick as there's been some physical play here tonight. Soon that's going to keep with the boys as finally we're going to have a foul called out top. With that foul, it's going to be an underneath the basket. Boykin's going to pick up her first personal. 4 across the baseline for the Wildcats. Long inbound is going to go Wap top the key. She's going to swing it off to Hardwick, who's with the back to Wap. Thought about stepping into a 3, but smartly will run now a little bit more clock. Into the corner, it's going to go Parthimer. She's going to work it inside to Wap, and she's going to be fouled. Hacking foul on 13, as that's going to be Addison Gakel's 5th personal. So the sophomore fouls out here with 4:32 left to play. 2 points to her name in this one, as it was a tough contest from the beginning. If you're just now joining us, second possession into the game, Gakel got a elbow to the nose, had a bloody nose, had to take a seat, came back. 2 early fouls, just never really got into the rhythm. Sloppy possession here for Frankfort, a unusual turnover, but coming out of it with his Boykin. Boykin now running point, 4:15 left to play, fourth quarter action. 21 points is our advantage for Frankfort. Still going to be taken away now by Gross. Gross is going to push left side, no numbers, but she's still going to get the 2 to go up and down as Hattie Gross continues to pour it on here versus Frankfort. 42-19 is our score. Top of the key, Gakel has it, point guard, guarded tightly by Gross. Frankfort's move now into a man-to-man defense. Hoover, top of the key, will get it to Boykin at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper, tough shot, but it's going to fall down for Allie Boykin as she finally gets into the scoring column here into the fourth quarter. The senior has had a tough go of it here tonight. Of course, it is senior night for the Wildcats, and let's not forget the seniors for Washington either. On their side, it is Allie Boykin, Bree Boykin, and Sarah Portenier. So these girls playing their last regular season high school basketball game. Of course, we'll get an opportunity in the sub-state bracket kicking off the 23rd. Jessie Hoover is going to get a deuce to her name from that right block. She's going to get a tough little shot to go up and down, and Coach Epper wants a timeout. We'll take it with them, 42-23.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
State purpose of visit.
Well, looks like the old tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
No, I want to check insurance rates.
Sale located. Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
Max Blasky back here in Frankfort. The underneath out-of-bounds play was ran to perfection. Hardwick hit Parthimer. Parthimer hit Wamp on the other side of the lane. Sydney Wamp gets another 2 to her contest. Now unofficially 8 here in this game. Can't finish off the free throw there as foul for Washington is going to go against Jessie Hoover. That's going to be the third now on the sophomore. From the free throw line, shot's going to be up no good. DeZine can't get it to go, but Hoover's going to stick with it on the board. She gets another deuce to go down, and she now has 11 points unofficially here in this contest. 2:30 left to play. Frankfort more than likely just going to be running from the clock here as we work it on into the boys' game. Of course, the contest coming up right after this one between Washington County and Frankfort. Talked about it just a little bit before. You might not look at the records and think, wow, it's going to be a good one. But a TVL contest late in the season, 2 teams still needing something to play for. Oh, it's going to be a good one here. So if you're in the Frankfort area, you want to catch a good Friday night basketball game on the last Friday here in Kansas. So wing on down. Foul's going to go against Jessie Hoover. So that's going to be the fourth now on her, as that's going to send Hardwick here to the line. Emma Hardwick, 1 triple to her name, 0 for 4 from the line, and the announcer's jinx is going to make her 0 for 5 on that one. That wasn't good from the let go of the hand, so we're not going to call it a jinx on that one. Hoover's going to try and get it inside to DeZine. Good double team there by Stowell and Parthimer. Substitution now, Dallinghouse. That's going to be Ashlyn Dallinghouse into the contest. Holstrup's going to check back into the game. First action now for the sophomore, Mackenzie Baker. Ruth Craig, too, as well. The junior, DeZine will stay in there. Hoover will stay in there, too, as well. As the seniors are out for the Tigers. So this Washington County team that defeated Frankfort in the TVL tournament a couple weeks ago, their mid-January 50-41, is not going to come away with a victory here in this one. Actually going to be a pretty tough way to end the season. 44-25 is our score as we play fourth quarter action here between the Wildcats and the Tigers. Down low, Craig's going to try a little 7-footer turnaround from the right block. Offensive rebound's going to end up in the hands of Holstrup. She's going to try for 3. That's going to be an air ball. Tried to save it as Hoover, but back over now towards Frankfort. So both of these teams will be in the Washington County Sub-State starting the 23rd. Other teams, of course, in that will include Lakeside, Clifton Clyde, Rock Hills, Osborne, and Blue Valley. Looking at some other sub-states, it's going to be real interesting. Another postseason of high school basketball. Nice little jump stop there by Fulstrup, but she can't get that one to fall. Another example, Washington has gotten to the line and gotten to the rim, but just can't find a way to get the top off the basket in this one. 40 seconds left to play here. Girls contest looking like it's going to be a camo night for the boys one coming up, of course, on senior night, so we're going to have a little bit longer here between games.
JD Construction wants to make your dream home a reality. Whether you want to build a custom home, remodel your current home, or add a new deck or patio, JD Construction can handle all your residential construction needs. They are also experts when it comes to agriculture and residential buildings. For small or large projects, consider a custom building from JD Construction. They'll give you high-quality work while staying on schedule and budget. Contact Jared Smith at 785-353-2312. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
When you're buying tires, go with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Locally owned, M&M Tire offers minor service work. They offer major brands of tires. They offer service after the sale. And that's what you can rely on with the folks you know at M&M Tire in Washington. Call them at 325-2207. For an appointment today. For your tire needs, call them M&M Tire in Washington.
Stay connected, stay informed. Get the Frankfort community's top stories every week. Frankfort Area News is a small-town community newspaper dedicated to their advertisers, subscribers, and community. The Frankfort Area News was established in 1991 and is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love receiving news from their readers. If you have an engagement, wedding, birth, family reunion, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News at 292-4726.
The Dragiston Insurance Agency proudly represents Buckeye Insurance Group, founded over 130 years ago. With all that experience, you can expect nothing less than superior insurance and service. They use a common sense approach to write policies that are customized to meet specific insurance needs. The Dragiston Agency offers top-notch service, expertise, and knowledge. Call 785-325-2263 or stop by the office in Washington. The Dragiston Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group. Together, they're insuring the heartland.
How about a great job that you can rely on with a stable company offering great benefits? Be a part of a diversified company manufacturing essential products, trailers, tillage equipment, and forklifts. Landall is hiring for assemblers, welders, and painters at the Marysville, Waterville, and Beloit locations. Again, offering stable employment, excellent wages and benefit package, and growth opportunities. $500 to $1,000 hiring bonus. Apply online today at landall.com or phone 562-5381 to learn more.
Everyone deserves a beautiful home. Duzine Enterprises can give you that. With an interior designer on staff, you'll be able to choose flooring and furnishings that coordinate gorgeously with your lifestyle and personal style. Choose from a modern selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate flooring, and tile, all put in by our certified installers. Get your beautiful home today. Call Duzine Enterprises in Washington.
3, 2, 1.
Did the new year bring new devices in your home? You might want to increase your internet speed. If you up your speed this month, you get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months to kick off 2023. New Blue Valley Internet customers also get a $20.23 bill credit for 3 months. Visit bluevalley.net/2023.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Max Blasky back with you over here in Frankfort. Girls action wrapping up. Frankfort Lady Wildcats get the victory in this one. 44-25 was our final score. Frankfort now 16-3 on the season, 11-1 in league. Washington County falls to 9-11 on the season, 5-8 in league. They are losers of their last two, while Frankfort takes an 8-game winning streak into sub-state play, kicking off the 23rd at where else but Washington. In this girls' matchup, it was few and far between for the Washington County Tigers scoring-wise. All starters did score, though. Jesse Hoover led the way with 11 points, 4 points a pop for Ella DeZine and Bree Boykin. 2 points apiece, 2 for Allie Boykin and Addison Gakel, and 2 off the bench for Sarah Portenier. Free throw shooting was to be a little bit lackluster in this one as Washington goes 0 for 7 from the line. But talk about the Frankfort defense. They held the Washington County Lady Tigers to 7 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second, 4 in the third, and finally 10 there in the fourth as it got a little bit better offensively for Washington after they started taking care of the ball and slowing it down a little bit. For the Frankfort Lady Wildcats, of course, state-ranked team, they were led by Hattie Gross with 16, 7 with Taryn Parthimer, 8 points for Sydney Wap, 5 points for Ashley Dollinghouse on the bench, 3 for Tara Stowell off the bench, and 3 for Emma Hardwick, too, as well. So it's senior night here in Frankfort. Going to preview those seniors when we come back. You're listening to High School Basketball on KNDY.
Let Dr. Phil Benz of the Animal Health Center in Washington keep your pets and herds healthy and thriving. They offer services such as vaccination, surgery, grooming, and boarding. The doctors also understand your herd is your livelihood. Call them for a herd health consultation to assist with nutrition and pasture management, vaccination and deworming protocols, reproductive strategies, and more. And don't forget your hard-working horses. The Animal Health Center has specific services for them as well. Animal Health Services in Washington, open Monday through Saturday. Call for an appointment today.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
F&B Washington is truly a community-minded bank. Whether providing a community room for public use, participating in local activities, or supporting our local schools, F&B Washington is glad to help wherever they are needed. An active member of the community since 1883, businesses and families have turned to an institution they know and trust. F&B Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Max Blasky with you still over here in Frankfort. Senior night is done and wrapped up with a short list to go through. But, of course, Taryn Parthimer, lone senior for the Frankfort team, 7 points in that last contest. And for the boys coming up, Devin Helmrich and Xander Hull, 2 senior boys there on the team. 2 cheerleaders, 2 couldn't quite get their names. And, of course, big shout-out to all the seniors everywhere celebrating their last high school basketball game. Pre-game is underway for the boys contest between the Tigers and the Wildcats. We're going to have a weather news and, of course, pre-game interviews with both head coaches from both sides coming up at halftime. Frankfort and Washington coming up in about 15 minutes live on KNDY.